Hey, what's going on? It's currently what time is it? It's currently four. It's currently 4:53 in the morning here in the Philippines, and I'm making this video because I want to share my thoughts and my journey as a kid who wants to be big in life. A kid that wants to make it into the big league someday. You know what I'm saying? A kid that wants to buy everything for his mom and his family. A kid that wants to build an empire. And most definitely a kid that wants to have shit ton of money. Alright. So I want to share my journey first. Alright. So when I was 14 years old, I started my first business. And my first ever business was reselling perfumes. And at first, no one really bought, of course. But then after a few weeks or so, after a shit ton of marketing, and I had to really put myself out there just for people to notice what I'm doing, right? A few of my friends and family decided to buy perfumes from me, and snowball really started to kick in, and a lot of people bought, and they patronized my perfumes. But the thing is, the perfumes weren't mine. I was just reselling from a supplier, right? So I was reselling perfumes when I was 14, and I made my first 10,000 pesos, which is like it's only a few in USD, but in the Philippines, 10,000 is a big thing, especially for 14 years old, right? So it was a big thing for me, right? And then it started going on and on and on and on, up until to the point where at school I wouldn't really pay attention much to my teachers. All I really do is think about like how many perfumes am I gonna sell today, and how many perfumes am I going to be able to market to teachers, to principals. I even marketed to guidance teachers and stuff like that, which is crazy. I really I really got out of my comfort zone as early as age of 14, because I said to myself when I was 14 that when I grow up, when I become poor and I'm not rich, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh at myself. I'm going to shame myself for not being rich. Because to be honest, it's not that I hate poor people. I just don't like the idea of being poor when I grow up. I want to be rich. I want to be, I want to be someone. I want to be someone that my family can be proud of, right? So yeah, back to my little story, right? So moving on, after I sold a lot of perfumes, right, I decided to venture out on a new business, which is on Roblox. So back when I was 13 years old, I used to also resell Robux, right? If you know Roblox, there's a currency there called Robux, and I used to have a supplier which gives the Robux to me on a lower rate. That's why I was able to resell it to other gamers as well. So I decided to venture out on a new business, which is the Robux business, and I must say it was one of the most successful businesses that I had, right? So 14 transitioning to 15, I was no longer selling perfumes. I was selling perfumes along with me selling and having a business, which is the Robux business. As a matter of fact, I actually have a page that I built up, and it's been, I think, 3 years almost since I started that business. And at first, of course, in every other businesses, it didn't really started as good, and my earnings really weren't that much. But as you know, as months go by and as the holiday season went in, I had a lot and a lot of buyers going in inside the business, right? And I fell in love with the business, right? And there were days when I was going out of school. uh, I still remember because my schedule was from 12 to 7 in the evening at school. So when I used to go home from school, I didn't do any homeworks at all. What I needed to do was entertain the customers because I had no time during the day and I was asleep during the morning. So my only time available was from 7 onwards up until 2 a.m. in the morning. So I was really grinding, really, really grinding. And that's when I first earned my 100,000 pesos. Right? That's when I earned my first 100,000 pesos, which is not really that much in USD if I'm being honest. So this is the page. Oh, you can lower the brightness. Alright, that's the page. White M Discounted Robux shop. It has like 5.8 thousand followers and right now it has 587 reviews. Alright, moving on. So besides me having a perfumery and the Robux business, I also tried a lot of things. One of which is I tried to go on and do, what do you call this? I tried selling coffins. Saint Peter. I don't know if you're familiar with that if you're watching from the USA, but there is a company here in the Philippines where they sell, well, not technically coffins, but they sell a plan when you die, right? The company insures everything for you, like the coffin, the funeral, everything, right? I used to also be an agent for that. I was actually one of the youngest agent for that. And the reason why I got invited in their company is because one of the agents there thought I was a good salesman. So I wasn't really a good salesman at the company because I only sold one plan and I quit because it was too hard for me. So besides me selling some random ass coffins from St. Peter, I also went into network marketing from MJ Lopez. Unfortunately, I didn't venture out that much because network marketing has a really bad reputation here in the Philippines. So I don't really like marketing things that has bad reputation, because bad reputation means bad reputation for me also, right? So one of the most craziest thing that I have done is I used to sell bullpens inside jeepneys. So if you're not familiar, jeepneys here in the Philippines is very, very common, and I wasn't really doing it for the money. Instead, I was doing it because I thought someday when I had a company, or when I have a company already and there's a potential investor, the least thing that I would want is for me to be shy and to approach that investor, right? I wouldn't want me not approaching the investor, the potential investor for my company, just for the sole reason that I was shy. So when I was 14, 15, I was really grinding out on the I don't want to be shy person. So it went so far that I used to sell outside of restaurants. I used to sell perfumes from outside the restaurants. I used to sell bullpens inside the jeepney. And there's just a lot of things that I did. I did drop shipping. I did e-commerce. There's just a lot of things, right? So, what is my point here? Right? Before I go on to my point, I just want to share one last story. Right? So, moving on. So I told you guys a story from 14, 15, and now 16. So as I was saying, when I was 14, 15, I was really grinding out, hustling, really getting out of my comfort zone. I was really really anxious about everything in my life because I was really putting myself out there in my outside of my comfort zone, right? Even though my friends are super annoyed that I was selling like random shit to them, I didn't really care. I didn't really give a fuck because I had a dream, right? I want to be rich, and then I'm gonna do it. So I read shit ton of books as well. I used to listen to a lot of podcasts. So moving forward, when I was 16 years old, I was still having my Robux business, and that was the only businesses I was focusing on because I really really believe that it was the business, right? It was the business. It was the thing that's gonna break even, right? It was the thing that's gonna make me a big buck. Because the thing is, when it comes to the Roblox business, no one really here in the Philippines knows how it works. It's like an information type business that if you leak it, everybody's gonna do it. But I'm not leaking it because I'm smart like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the only one, but I'm the only few that knows how to make it work, right? And in the Philippines, there is no marketplace for Roblox just yet. So I tried making a website for the Robux business that I was talking about. So I tried making a website, and it's actually done right now. It's actually done. But sadly, just 2 months, from this date, today is December 30, 2024. Just 2 months ago, I decided to quit the Roblox business. Yes, I know. I said it was profitable. I thought it was the thing that's gonna break even. But unfortunately, not every business or not every story that has a good side is just everything's just good. In every good, there's always a bad, right? So even though it was one of the most profitable business that I ever had, it was one of the most enjoyable businesses that I ever had. Even though there was a lot of profit, there was also a lot of loss, right? Because the suppliers were not stable. The suppliers were scamming me almost every single fucking week. They were scamming me. They didn't even give a fuck, right? And I lost almost like 60,000 pesos in the course of 3 years. I lost almost 60,000 pesos. And the stress and anxiety that brought me, I even had to call one of the supplier's relatives. I even had to blackmail them just for them to refund me my fucking money, right? And it was so stressful. And even though there's a supply, the following week, that supplier is going to vanish from the fucking market. And he won't have any stock anymore. And I'm just stuck. I have no suppliers whatsoever, and my customers are waiting for me. So at the end of the day, it's not profitable. So since right now I am 2 months with no business, nothing at all. I lost my phone, so I had to buy a new phone. This is a new phone, by the way. And I am slowly getting broke. So my name is Miguel, and I have a experience for business for almost 3 years now. But right now, I am 2 months doing nothing. I'm literally just watching anime. I'm literally just... I don't care if that's inappropriate, but that's the reality for teenagers. Come on now. Let's not hide it anymore. And yeah, I'm just making songs right now. I actually released a song on Spotify. But if you're ever watching up until this video, I have an idea. And since this was a business that I already had experience, I'm thinking, since I was a kid that used to sell perfumes and I did it very, very good, and the business that I used to focus on, which is the Robux business, is already gone. I quit it. So I'm thinking, what if I just start a perfume brand? You know what I'm saying? What if I just start my own perfumery business? But the thing is, with my own perfumery business, it's inspired. What do you mean by inspired? Like, it's not like my own scent. I'm just going to make my scents inspired from the big perfumes. Like, for example, Lacoste Red, Lacoste Black, and Hugo Boss, you know what I'm saying? And Paco Rabanne, 1 million. I'm just going to inspire my scent from them instead of making my own scent, which is really, really hard to break even in the market, especially if they don't know what it smells like, right? So, if you're watching this up until right now, I'm just yapping, and I just really want to. I just want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments on what I'm supposed to do with my life. So, by the way, I dream to become a billionaire, and actually, this year, I planned that this was the year that I was supposed to make my first million pesos, not USD. And I failed because maybe I was too lazy, or maybe I just didn't have the business that broke even. So, yeah, I am 16 years old right now, and ASAP, I want my dreams to come true. That's why I'm making this fucking video at 5:09 in the morning, even though everybody is like sleeping, but I'm awake because I'm thinking about what I should do with my life. So yeah, I'm thinking about starting my own perfumery brand, and at the side, I might make some music because right now I'm on vacation, and my school is going to come up at January 13th. So right now I'm still having my free time. So I'm thinking maybe I should start my own perfumery business, right? And at the side, I might actually just make more music because right now I actually released my own song on Spotify. If you guys want to hear it, you guys can stream it. It's called Falling in Love by Miguel Luis Billionaire. Okay, never mind. When I play this song, the mic stops, so I won't do that ever again. Anyway, so hello, hello, hello. Okay, never mind. So yeah, that's all. Again, my name is Miguel, and see you all at my journey on becoming a fucking billionaire. So you, if you're a fucking kid, bitch, grow up. Well, you can't really grow up like that, but hey, man, you might wanna start taking your life a bit serious, cause you're getting a bit older, and no one's really gonna feed you except for yourself. So yeah, that's it. Again, my name is Miguel, and I really, really thank you for watching up until the end of this video. Please give me fucking advice.